In Mark 13, it says in verse 24, "But in those days after that tribulation." This is a slightly different worded statement. It's telling us a period of time called those days that comes after the tribulation. In those days after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. And here God is indicating there is darkness for a period of days. He's not specific. It's a period of days. But if you don't have the sun, moon, and stars, how could you keep track of time? If it were literal, you couldn't. It must be figurative or spiritual language that he's using. In Luke 21, he confirms that in verse 25, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars." So there's signs in the celestial bodies, the sun, moon, and stars. But if the sun is dark, and if the moon is dark, not giving its light, and the stars are falling, is that a sign of the end of the world? Or is that the actual end of the world? That would be the literal, actual, physical destruction of the world. But a sign is something, first of all, you can't look in the heavens for. Give us a sign telling us that you are who you say you are. Show us a sign, the Jews said of Christ. And Jesus said, "No. An evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. No sign will be given it but the sign of the prophet Jonas." And then we wonder, well, what is that sign? Well, in order to find out and discover what that sign is, what do we have to do? Go read the book of Jonah. And where is the book of Jonah found? In the Bible. So that tells us that the only sign God will give is that which is written in the Bible. Nothing outside the Bible, nothing up in the sky. We don't look for Christ coming, waiting for the day the sun is actually darkened. But when he reveals to us spiritually, the lights of the gospel are put out. And we know it from the Word of God, the Bible, that the gospel light, the light of the world, is gone. Then we have a sign that is telling us, look up, for your redemption draws nigh. And not the redemption of our soul, but the redemption of our physical body, of receiving a new resurrected body. That tells us that the only sign God will give is that which is written in the Bible. When he reveals to us spiritually, the lights of the gospel are put out. We know it from the Word of God, the Bible, that the light of the world is gone. Then we have a sign in spiritual language in the sun and in the moon and in the stars.